many people find you to be intriguing and intimidating. You have a certain energy whereby you are extremely assertive. You're very focused. You're very confident in regards to what you want to do, what you want to achieve. You do not ask for permission to be who you are. You do not ask for permission to acquire what you want to gain in your life. You have a very sturdy and radiant vibe about you. And you lead by example. You are a natural leader, okay? And many people admire this bravery that you possess. And many people would like to inspire to become like you. And you are the type of person that has this warmth about you, and you like to empower others to do the same thing. And some people feel like if they can't match up to your energy, they may shy away, or they may say to themselves that no, it's going to take too much effort, it's going to take too much work. But you have that ability to lead by example, and also to encourage people to tap into their power, to go after their goals. You know, you have that ability to make people feel like nothing is too big to achieve. You just have to have that self-belief, and you have that self-belief, and people find you to be extremely, extremely inspiring. Whenever people converse with you, they feel as if they have learnt so much. Like, your outlook in life is remarkable. People feel like you have a remarkable mind. You have a mind of a genius. You're extremely articulate. If you are interested in, say, a sport, is what I'm hearing, you know the ins and outs of that sport. You have studied, say, the history of that sport. You are extremely knowledgeable, and people find you to be extremely observant. You may get a lot of people asking for your opinion, asking for your advice, because people just find you to be someone that knows a lot of information, someone that is like a walking encyclopedia in some cases. But at the same time, you have that ability to relate to different types of people. Put you anywhere, like literally in any type of job that you've been in, you are able to relate to all the co-workers, and they could be all different. They could have different interests, they could have different backgrounds, etc. But you are able to relate to different people. You meet people where they are at. People see you as a spiritual powerhouse. There's something very heavyweight about your energy. Even if people may not say to you, oh, I feel like you're extremely spiritual, you're extremely powerful, they can sense the depth that resides within you. Some of you can flip from being spiritual. You may have spoken about spirituality, astrology, etc. But you have this inner wisdom that a lot of people feel like they haven't possessed, or that they cannot possess, I should say, right? And I feel like this inner wisdom is definitely channeled by spirit whenever you're speaking. And I also feel like it's because of your experiences, and you give like a outside view and opinion on what people could do. You don't shove in people's faces about what they should do. Yes, you are a teacher, and when you talk, people do actually listen. But you have this way about you where you can connect to someone's psyche. You're definitely a psychic, no doubt. But it's done in a way whereby you are very relatable as well. And you have a very scientific mind, so you can make people think outside of the box. You don't tell people what they should do. You just explain about why they may be acting in a certain way, and you could give them advice on what they could do differently, or you could make them have a different outlook, and they come up with their own solution to actual problems. So to me, it's like you are a spiritual counselor. Some of you are practicing counselors, but some of you are not a practicing counselor. But I feel like you have a mind of a counselor, a mind of a psychologist, you know, and you do enjoy working with others. But unfortunately, people have tried to gatekeep who you are, because some people feel very intimidated by your energy, especially if they see that people gather around you or come to you for your wise counsel. It's innate. What you possess is innate. It can't be bought and it can't be taught. And I feel like some people can get all up in their feelings and all up in their ego and want to rival you for this energy. It's almost the energy of, who do you think you are? How dare you? Because it comes from a place of, why don't people rate me in the same way that they rate you? Why are people always coming to you? Or you can get some people, if you give them advice, they may actually turn on you because they may feel, I know it sounds ridiculous, right? But trust me, there's people out there like this. They can think to themselves like, why didn't I think of that myself? Okay, they're going to think they're more better than me. They're going to think they're more intelligent than me. Not really connected to the fact that they actually came to you for your wise counsel in the first place. But when, unfortunately, you may get people, right, that for whatever reason, maybe they're in a higher position than you, maybe they look down on your role, maybe they feel like they've got more money than you, whatever the case is, right? You may get people that do not want to take your advice. They know what you're saying is true, but because, subconsciously they place you in a certain box on a certain level, it's almost as if, whether or not they are conscious of it, they may not take you seriously because of, like I said, how they place you in their mind. They may view you as, oh, you're not making a lot of money. So because you're not making a lot of money, why should I listen to someone like you? Why should I take advice from someone that I'm doing better than financially in the 3D sense, right? It's something around that. This could be people that you actually work with, not for all, yeah. Or maybe you could be in a low position in certain people. So when you do speak your truth, sometimes people are taken aback. They're like, wow, I feel like, they may not say it to you, but it may feel like they're in the presence of some type of spiritual guru. Because you could be the type of person whereby you hide your intelligence, you analyze, you observe. And then when you are asked for your opinion, and when you do give your opinion, it blows people away. Some people feel like they've been given a lecture, in a university like Harvard University. Like, people could relate your intelligence to that of a lecture, to that of a scientist, right? And some people are very intrigued by this because, again, you could cloak this energy that you possess. You have a lot of depth, a lot of wisdom. And sometimes for some of you, you don't even realize where you get this wisdom from. Again, it's because you're channeling spirit. You're very down to earth. You're very humble. And unfortunately, you could actually get some people that may feel as if they need to hide you, or they need to rival you, they need to five of swords you, because they don't want others to see your light. So some people can become very intrigued by you, and some people can become very intimidated by you, because it's like you have a lot of layers, you have a lot going on for you. You're very creative, yet you're very spiritual. You have so much wisdom, so much depth, so much knowledge that I didn't even have access to. So they may admire this outlook and intelligence that you possess, or this way of living. It could be something about the way that you live. Some of you genuinely like your own space. Some of you have been celibate for a long time. Some of you have been, practicing your religious studies, or you practice history. There's something about you that is different to the people that you speak to. And then when you talk about your interests and hobbies, people are just literally blown away. And again, some people may want to gatekeep this energy for themselves, like, I only want to have access to you. Some people may actually plagiarize your essence. They may want to hide you, okay, and gain information from you, and they may want to be around others and then recycle your energy. Whenever you hang around someone for a large amount of time, sometimes you can start acting like that person. But there's things that you can do to safeguard your energy. Like, you can do your cleanses, you can do your prayer work, or you can simply just not be around a lot of people, not be around the same type of people a lot of the time. You know, I'm hearing you should safeguard your energy, because a lot of people could actually try and mimic your energy, mimic your wisdom, mimic your spirituality, and then hide you from others so that they can then act as if they are the embodiment of you. They may not understand that they're in this energy. They may not understand that they are doing it. And then they get the praise, they get the shine, and people are saying, oh my God, you're so creative. Oh my God, you're so intelligent. Oh my God, like, I didn't think of things like that. You've got an amazing way of thinking. So there's some people, I hope you guys are following me, that may, wow, this is deep. I didn't know it was going to be like this, guys. They may try and hijack your energy, guys, and then express it onwardly to others like it's their own. And then the shine that you were supposed to get. And the thing is, you're not being this way inclined to get some type of fame, or because whenever I look at the Hierophant card in this deck, right, he appears to me as someone that maybe likes to be solo, someone that is a person that is on a quest of spiritual knowledge, spiritual truth, has a lot of wisdom, has a lot of self-respect, you know, could be highly religious, or could be someone that's non-traditional but has the right morals, and someone that is connected to source, their guides, God, or whoever you believe in. This is what it represents to me. And you could come across that way. You are very self-contained. You have inner peace that most people around you are struggling to access. And you when you talk, it's coming from a place of self-assurance, very confident in your speech, etc. Some of the times you don't even know where you get this information from. Some of you may like to read a lot. Some of you have read encyclopedias. Some of you are always doing research, you know, on medicine, on religion. So you've got the facts to back up your claim. Some of you have had experiences whereby you've got the facts to back up your claim. And you come around people, you speak your truth, and they're like, what? They may feel like, what is he or what is she talking about? But then when they listen to you properly, and the thing is, we're not always right? But when they listen to you properly, when they actually do their own research, it's backing up what you have said. And some of the things that you say to these individuals, it's not through research. Like I said, it's like you're channeling spirit. You don't even know how you're getting these downloads. You're getting these downloads from source, from spirit, you know. And I feel like that's why some people are intrigued by your mind, so much so to the point whereby they try and act as if they have this way of thinking. They have this way of expressing themselves. And I feel like you're very creative, and a lot of people are drawn to your creativity. The way that you think is outside of the box. You know, the way that you express yourself is so unique, so original, so unapologetic. And again, some people are intrigued by this. They want to embody this energy. And I feel like you are natural leaders. You are natural influencers, you know. Some of you could sing, dance, act. And I feel more so it's about your self-expression, the way that you communicate, the way that you dress, the way you carry yourself, how you look at life. You know, you may feel to yourself, okay, I want to go on that holiday, okay, what do I need to do? Okay, boom, I need to save. And some of you may even travel solo. I don't know, I'm hearing Jason Derulo, I'm riding solo. I know I've heard that, right? My voice is a bit croaky, guys, I haven't sung in a minute, but I just heard Jason Derulo, right? I know he's a Capricorn or something. Yeah, is he a Cap or is he a Libra? He's a Libra cusp or something like that, but that might be a thing because this is my Libra card. So there's something about you being solo and wanting to do things on your own, because Leo, like, is a very independent sign. And with this card right here, this is the Chariot card. This is Cancerian energy. Cancers are leaders. They belong to the leadership group alongside Libra, alongside Capricorn, alongside so Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. What's the other one, guys? How can I forget? Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, Aries. Oh, wow. We got our Aries card right here, right? That's the leadership group. And I feel as if you are the type of person that's so assertive, and you're natural leaders wherever you are placed, in a workforce, in a group, club, organization. You just exert leadership qualities. And you could find that when you are in jobs, you are placed, and you don't have to have, you know, leadership signs in your chart, but you are giving off. Some of you may have like a rising sign that's a Libra rising sign, a Cancer rising sign. Some of you could be fixed, because we've got fixed here in the chart. sorry, we've got fixed here in this reading, and we've got and you could have fixed in your chart, fixed signs in your chart, and the fixed signs are Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius, right? So you could have any of those signs in your chart, and you can have any of the leadership signs that I mentioned in the chart that you have, right? But you don't necessarily have to have that. You can have it in your house chart as well, but that's another story. But anyway, I can go off on one sometimes. Anyway, I feel like wherever you are placed, it could be definitely in your job roles. You have been placed in leadership positions, or like a supervisor, or if you're not in a leadership position, people just assume that, I'm hearing from some of you, sometimes some of your bosses can get upset with you because you could be more intelligent than your boss, or you know how to run a company, or you know more things than the boss. The boss can gauge, I think this person is more, they're highly intelligent, or they are underqualified for their role. They can actually do my position. And some bosses, they respect your intelligence. They respect who you are as a person. They may even want to collaborate with you. They may even want to learn from you. But some bosses may try and sabotage you. And some people are very intrigued by your beauty. And some of you have many children, right? Or you could be a mother, you could be a father, and you're still able to hold down a job and look after your children, and also create a business on the side. Some people are intrigued by this, but some people may try and sabotage this. Some people may be so intimidated by your beauty that they feel like, say for instance, you may have a friend or a family member. They may find you so beautiful, and they may want to hide you. They may feel like, oh, if they're friends, or if someone sees you that they know, that person, once they see you, they're going to be drawn to you. So some people may last minute sabotage plans with you. Whether or not that is the case, that they feel like someone that they know will see you, they may just assume that if I go out with you, you're going to get more attention than me. So they will sabotage plans, unfortunately, even though they are intrigued by you. But they feel like if people get to know you and what you're about, and plus you're attractive, then they're going to be in the shadows. So some people may try and intentionally cause tower moments for you. Whether or not they are aware of it, this is how they operate. Because people see you as very, ambitious, highly skilled in what you do, very eccentric, very electric. You have an electric personality. And some people may feel like you are a natural, I'm thinking of Tony Robbins, right? You are a natural motivator, and you just have this very exciting energy. And some people can become quite angry with you for this. Some people may feel like you could steal their partner if their partner sees you. It goes very deep. There's a lot of fears that people have when it comes to you. They're intrigued by you, and they feel like you have a very intense and potent energy, and it makes them become quite defiant of your energy. People know that you are a leader. People know that in this life you are going to be a boss. They feel like a lot is going on for you. You're intriguing, you're bubbly, you're beautiful, and it can lead some people to feel heartbroken. And what they don't understand is that you are a master alchemizer. Whatever people project onto you, you